Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken at the 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the comebacker, complete. It's Francis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Francis. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Controlling the passing lanes.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Goff now looking to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Now Goff on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Gone. Escaping the pressure right. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Goff now on second down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch it now, Barney!
They run with Logan. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 3rd down. It's Logan, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Goff now looks to throw, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now it's gone. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Goff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle there by John Johnson.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Orange.
Here's Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30. Yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Logan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
No. Check. Patriot.
Now back to throw. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
DC.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Here we go.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
You got four.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Cut. Mike 20. Mike 50. Hey, 5.
Now gone. Dancing to his left. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Marquette King now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills. Under pressure, they got him again. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Hey, 5. What? 180.
3rd and 2. Gone. They got him in. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The final shot before break here. Gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
We're good.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Let's go!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Gone!
He'll look to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. $12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. His throw incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. Back to throw here. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. McManus's point after is good. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
Super toe.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here we go, fellas.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun. Gone. Being checked. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now some space to operate. Powers through again. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tiger, Tiger. Shell.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
DC.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff for Gurley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hard ball. Hot. Black 20.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone! Now let's go! Blue Lanny! Blue Lanny!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This for the lead in the final stages. And McManus able to put it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they'd manage the clock exactly right.
DC!
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Broncos, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.